Make sure I'm not locked out. So guys, come on. Okay. So my phone's a bit flat, which is annoying. So we're on defending Elvis Presley. I'm still a bit scruffy. I haven't got to quickly have a shower and get changed and all that stuff. So because we're going out for the day today. Happy Easter to everyone on all my channels. Defending Elvis Presley fan on keto, and Elvis Presley long lost footage, and to all the people that have joined our Defending Elvis Presley Facebook page, which also has a 24-hour chat on there if you guys want to exchange information, pictures, videos, research, documents, and get to know each other. Defending Elvis Presley, the Facebook page, has now well over 8,000 members now. Happy Easter, Angie. So what it is, to anyone joining, happy Easter and have a great Easter Sunday. I only have half an hour. We're off to Bath City, Bath Spa in the UK, which is about an hour from here. My wife's mother lives in Bath. It's her birthday. So we're going to take her to the fair. All the kids are coming, even the grown-up kids that are 15, 16 and 18 are coming with us. I'll be honest with you, they've all got their own lives, so they don't come with us that often. So today's quite unusual that all the kids will be with us. All 5 of our children that me and Aurora have together will be with us. So that's our day. And then we're going to have Chinese as a birthday treat for Aurora's mum after. Aurora's mum's called Leslie. She was born and bred in Bath City. In fact, so was Aurora. When I met Aurora, she had just moved to my hometown. She'd only been in my hometown a matter of weeks. Weston-super-Mare is the name of my town. And everything changed for Aurora. But she always has had a love for Bath City and her roots growing up in Bath. Anyway, so I've got half an hour-ish. So I still want to discuss, obviously we're still on a hot topic of Priscilla and trying to expose how unfairly Elvis was treated by her, how unfairly Lisa Marie was treated by her own mother. Some people would even say that the way she treated Elvis and her own daughter Lisa was almost criminal, some say, but very cruel. Very cruel. Just an opinion for entertainment purposes. But when we discuss Michael Edwards, who allegedly abused Lisa, and he admitted it in his book, that's what I mean by almost criminal. But I have to just say this is just opinions. So the book's being released, 23rd of September, Softly As I Leave You, which I think she's just trying to be very clever by using that title. She thinks it'll win support, make people feel sorry for her. Softly As I Leave You. Now the truth is she did leave Elvis. She tries not to admit it. She tries to act as if they're still married, as if everything was fine until Elvis passed away. This is how she tries to act. She tries to act as if they were still deeply in love and very, very close at the time of Elvis's death. This is the scam, the trick, the con that the public, many of the public, still have fallen for, still believe now. So when you read the press releases of the new book, Elvis and Me, 2, Softly As I Leave You, and she describes her life with Elvis partly and after Elvis. The trick is, I'm gonna promote this book in the UK, it seems at first, in a way that the romance never ended. I'm going to promote this book in a way that we were still together, me and Elvis. Me, Elvis and Lisa Marie. I've read quite a few different clips now, but the standout one to me that bothers me, when I lost Elvis. Now she's changed it a bit now. Oh, 1 second, he's on a poo. 1 second. 1 second, guys. One second, let's keep the dogs happy. We've only got half an hour, so I'm going to try and tell you guys exactly what I want to say. Right, 1 second. 1 second, guys. Right, here we go. It's a bit windy, so you know that means my hair's going to be all over the place. But it is sunny, so we've got okay weather for Bath. Now I'm going to go through all these different press releases concerning the release of Priscilla's new book in September. Yeah? She's changed, the interviews aren't all the same, they're slightly different. The first one I read, she clearly says, when I lost Elvis. When I lost Elvis. Now she's slightly changed that to different things now. She's wording it slightly different. It's almost like there's already been a backlash on it. She's sort of saying now, when I chose to leave, to pursue my own life, to find myself. She's changed the wording of it. I'm going to read it all out to you tomorrow. Let's just let this guy go past on his bike. Hello. So my guess is that she's had a few interviews about the book. She's got a bit of feedback and she's stopped saying that. Maybe, I don't know. But she did say how I had to face life when I lost Elvis. You know, this is an entertainment show. Everything I say now is just opinions. When I lost Elvis, every time I say it, it drives me mad. Obviously, we run Defending Elvis Presley. We're on Defending Elvis Presley now. So the whole purpose... I'm trying to read your comments, guys. The whole purpose of Defending Elvis is to defend Elvis's reputation and image. Isn't that really what this is all about? That we feel that his image and reputation have been tarnished by lies, lots of lies. Let me just get past this. So, what I'm trying to say, guys, is remember, we also defend Lisa Marie, Riley, Finley, Harper, Gladys and Vernon. Defending Elvis Presley isn't just about Elvis. It's the whole bloodline. And we have to allow anyone in the bloodline to make mistakes. Hi, Linda. We have to allow. We had a discussion yesterday, and I do want to make it clear, guys, we defend the whole bloodline. We're not going to pick and choose. The bloodline may make mistakes, but we still have to be there for them. Because whichever way you see it, it's Elvis's grandkids, it's Lisa's children. We do have to be there for them through thick and thin, even if they make mistakes. So I just want to put that out there because we had a discussion yesterday about it. It's important to me that we defend the whole bloodline. It's important to me. I don't think we should pick and choose to suit ourselves. Bloodline is bloodline, through thick and thin. But anyway, so I lost Elvis. That is the title of this dog walk. Priscilla says I lost Elvis. Now, why does she think that we are so stupid, that we the public, hi Helen, that we the public are so dumb that we feel that she lost Elvis? Now, what is she trying to really say? Now, we know they divorced. We know she was unfaithful at least twice during the marriage up to the divorce. So she says I lost Elvis. That fits her storyline. Remember what her storyline is. We had a perfect romance from age 14, which is a lie. We were together for 14 years. Everything was great until Elvis was unfaithful and then we divorced. This is the perfect storyline that she tries to tell the world, to tell the public. And the majority of the public have fallen for it. The public have been very gullible. The public have fallen for the fake fairy tale, the fake romance. The reality is, Priscilla wasn't happy. Priscilla fancied other men. I'll put it bluntly. Priscilla fancied other men. That's the truth of it. Whether you want to admit it or not, guys, she had her eye on other men even in the 60s. You get what I'm saying? This wasn't a perfect romance, a perfect relationship where everything was fine. This was a very troubled romance with many problems. Priscilla, once she had a taste of fame, fortune, living the life of royalty, the life of a celebrity, craved it. She craved money, celebrity, attention. She craved the spotlight. She wanted to be Elvis. I would say she was very jealous of Elvis, but tried to hide it. I would say she was very envious of Elvis, but tried to hide it. But her trick is very simple. I'll make up my own story, my own version of events, and most people will believe me. Even eventually when she puts it in the book, Elvis and Me, she makes up her own version of events. She rewrites history. In her words, put wrong to rights. So I'm trying to read your comments. Sorry, guys. The sun's in my eyes, so I can't see all your comments yet. And the wind is driving me mad. I need a haircut. Anyway, sorry. So what am I trying to say, guys? Why does Priscilla say I lost Elvis? Knowing, don't forget, she's saying this in interviews right now. Now we, the fans, that have done our research, we know that in 1970, really, it was all over. She is secretly seeing Mike Stone around 71 for a year, secretly, and then carries on seeing him for another 3 to 4 years and takes Lisa Marie away from her dad, Elvis. So we know that she didn't lose Elvis. We know that inside her was simmering a plot to get away from Elvis, to have Elvis's money, to become the new Elvis. She had a cunning plan to become a businesswoman, a famous woman, a TV star, a movie star, a very wealthy woman, a plan to live her own life, a Californian Hollywood lifestyle. This was Priscilla's plan eventually. Now, it may not have started that way. It may not have started that way, but once she had a taste for the high life, she changed. Even, believe it or not, even though she had a very very handsome, stunning husband. Beautiful in so many ways, not just through his talent, but in his personality, in his heart, of course in the way he looked. But it wasn't enough. It wasn't enough that Elvis had it all. She had a plan. I want my own life. She makes excuses. I lost myself. I needed to find myself. It's bullshit. By the time she got married, remember they were married at nearly 22. Elvis didn't want to get married, but he did it because he tried to do it for the right reasons. I think he always regretted it. But the truth is this. She had already found herself by the time she was 22. It's just rubbish to say that a 22-year-old woman hadn't found herself. That a 22-year-old woman didn't know how to choose how to do her own hair and makeup. It's just bullshit. It's a complete lie that Elvis completely controlled her like a doll. More lies that the public have fallen for. Priscilla has given the public the impression. Priscilla has given the public the impression that Elvis was the unfaithful one and that she did nothing wrong. This is the impression she has given since I would say the 1980s. Yes, there's a slight admission of Steve Peck, the dance instructor, and in the early 80s she admits the Mike Stone affair. But other than that, she has painted herself like a complete innocent victim. That everything that happened in her life that was wrong was Elvis's fault. Even though Priscilla demanded the divorce. I know Elvis also was determined for the divorce to go through as well. But it was actually Priscilla who demanded it. Mike Stone clearly has said, Priscilla told me she wanted a divorce. So the thing I'm trying to say, I'm relating it back to her announcement of the book coming out. She says, I lost Elvis. How can anyone believe or accept those words? I lost Elvis. When she was unfaithful, when she walked out on him, when she took Lisa. So you've got this storyline that Priscilla keeps repeating again and again and again through all the decades to any interviewer, any interview in a magazine, in a tabloid, on TV, doesn't matter where it is, does it? Oh, he's the love of my life, I still love him. I lost him. And what she means is when Elvis died, she lost him. She couldn't face life without him. She couldn't see a future without him. This is how she speaks. Even though when Elvis died, she was in bed with another man. I know that sounds crude and blunt, but it's true. When Elvis died, they had been not together for 5 years, around 5 years, and she was literally having sex with other men, another man. Very crude thing to say, but it's the truth. So why does Priscilla think that the public are so gullible, that we just fall for it, that we're stupid, and that we believe that when Elvis died, she lost him, even though they'd been divorced for nearly 5 years, that she had had sex with other men? And I'll tell you why. Because when the book Elvis and Me came out in 1985, everyone believed it, no one disagreed with it. Every interviewer around the world who interviewed Priscilla, except for Terry Wogan actually, because Terry Wogan did question it. Terry Wogan, the British interviewer, look it up on YouTube. He does question Priscilla. Everyone else believed it. Everybody else, including the magazines and the tabloids, who sensationalized the book Elvis and Me, the first one, did not disagree with Priscilla, fully believed Priscilla that Elvis was the bad guy, that Priscilla was a victim that needed to find herself, that Priscilla was groomed and controlled, forced how to dress, how to do her makeup, even how to walk and act and talk. It went to that extreme. Even a hint that Elvis may have raped her. This is how disgusting it all is. This is how the public have been so brainwashed and tricked and fooled and conned. And who's the victim of all of this? Elvis Presley, Lisa Marie. The knock-on effect does affect Riley and Finley and Harper. Now, our job here at Defending Elvis is just to show the world that they have been tricked and lied to by Priscilla. So when Priscilla does these press releases concerning the release of the book, Softly As I Leave You. Oops, there we are, we twisted. Softly As I Leave You. And she writes these quite delicate, pretty little interviews. Oh, you know, I had to find myself. I had to face life without Elvis. My daughter was very difficult and troubled because she was a rebellious teenager. And I went through it with Lisa Marie. It was so tough. But we know that Priscilla's boyfriend, Michael Edwards, allegedly, I have to say, even though we do believe it, was molesting Lisa Marie whilst Priscilla was in charge of protecting her daughter, Lisa. Her boyfriend, who she was with for 6 to 7 years, was allegedly molesting her daughter, Lisa. And Priscilla allegedly may have known. Just alleged. We don't know. Just an opinion for entertainment purposes. So the real victim of Priscilla, who says she lost Elvis, is Lisa, is Elvis. Now, Riley is in a very awkward position. It's grandmother. Riley's lost her mum, Lisa. The twins have lost their mum, Lisa. So they don't have much blood relatives, do they, really? It comes down to Nana, Priscilla. So it's very awkward for Riley, for Finley and Harper to turn against their grandmother. I understand. Like all families, we have to take the good with the bad. We still stand together as blood relatives. So it's very awkward for Riley, for Finley, for Harper. My main point, guys, today is this, is that Priscilla is still spinning the web. She's still spinning the web of lies to give the public the impression that everything was fine. Let me just get past these people. She's spinning the web that everything was fine until Elvis was unfaithful, until Elvis took drugs. Never talking about the fact that she was unfaithful with Steve Peck, the dance instructor, with Mike Stone, the karate instructor. Never telling the world that she demanded the divorce. She never tells the world what truly happened between her and Lisa Marie. Her and Lisa Marie, they did have some good times, but they had many, many bad times. There was some serious wrongdoing happening from Priscilla to her daughter Lisa on so many levels, not just the Michael Edwards SA allegations. Very serious wrongdoing. Very, very serious wrongdoing. Priscilla, at the hands of being the boss of Gracelands and Elvis Presley Enterprises, loved money, and did everything she could to make the most of the fact that she was a co-executor of Gracelands, of EPE, before it got sold off. Now, we've just exposed something recently on our YouTube channel that clearly shows that Priscilla went out of her way, we have to say allegedly, that Priscilla went out of her way to try and stop Riley becoming the executor of the trust. Trying to revert the trust back to 2010 would have given Priscilla control. Let me just go down here. This is serious, guys. This is the mother of Lisa Marie trying to regain control. Even after poor Lisa Marie lost her life, Priscilla is trying to take control of Gracelands, to keep control, to stop Riley, Finley and Harper having any control. She's trying to get things reverted back to 2010. Now, her little plan didn't work out. Eventually, Riley, who's not stupid, steps in. Bridget Cruz is clearly helping Priscilla as an attorney in fact, because she has power of attorney. She's clearly helping Priscilla to try and achieve this very serious wrongdoing from Priscilla. It doesn't all work out, guys. It doesn't go Priscilla's way. Priscilla doesn't get control. But what she does do is she manages, with the help of Bridget Cruz, to negotiate $1 million settlement, 400 grand in legal fees to be paid by Riley, and 100,000 a year for 10 years, I think it is, for Priscilla. But also, Bridget and Priscilla negotiate terms where Priscilla can be buried in the meditation garden. You get it, guys? It didn't work out. They managed to buy Priscilla out with the $1 million. But my worry isn't just that. My worry is, what if Priscilla had... Oh, hang on, dog's having a poo. Sorry, 1 second. 1 second, guys. You little mutts. Sorry. Right, well, it's a beautiful day for it, I'll say that, but I definitely don't want to be doing it. Okay. Right. 1 second, guys. Oops. Yeah, I'm just a fan in the UK walking his dogs. My worry is that, imagine if Priscilla did get her way. Imagine if Priscilla achieved her goal to turn the clocks back, to travel back in time to 2010, where it made Priscilla have all power, the main executor. Could you imagine if it had gone her way? Did Priscilla not care how this would have affected Riley, Finley and Harper? Now, I'm sure that Priscilla will try and portray herself as being very close to Riley, having a great relationship with the twins. Do the twins know this very serious wrongdoing that Priscilla attempted to regain control of Gracelands, of the trust, behind their backs? Do the twins really understand what went on? Do the twins know what happened with Priscilla? I don't think so. I don't think so. It's very sad. It's very, very sad. Now, this is why I get so annoyed when she says, I lost Elvis. She didn't lose Elvis. She ran away from Elvis because she wanted to satisfy her own needs, her own wants, her own desires, her own ambitions. 1 second, guys. Okay, we're nearly home. The point of what I'm trying to say, guys, is this. She abandoned Elvis. She betrayed Elvis. She double-crossed Elvis. She eventually showed her true colors, who she really was, not the sweet, innocent girl that he met, that made him feel that he could trust her. Because I do think Elvis may have gone through a phase with Priscilla when she was young, much younger, where he felt he could trust her, that she was different. He was being tricked and conned, in my opinion. We didn't really see the real Priscilla until she had a taste of stardom, a taste of celebrity, a taste of the glamorous life of living at Graceland, of mixing with celebrities, the type of attention that she secretly craved. She secretly craved fame, fortune, money, business. She didn't want to be in the shadow of Elvis. Elvis was so successful. Elvis had it all. You name it, Elvis had it. She wanted it. She wanted what Elvis had. She wanted to be Elvis Presley. I seriously believe that. Now this new book, which I don't think should be getting written, this new book is still Priscilla trying to control the narrative, trying to repeat the same old story of that she was a victim, that she struggled with Lisa, that she lost Elvis, and that her and Elvis were still very much in love, still very close. She may even want us to think that they were still married, or at least that they were even going to get back together. This is the trick, the con that Priscilla has for us, the public, because I personally think Priscilla thinks that we, the public, are very stupid and are very gullible. And the reason she thinks it is because no one disagrees with her. No one asks her the proper questions. No one asks her about her unfaithfulness, her betrayal, her greed of money. No one asks her about the 2 divorces. No one asks her about the different boyfriends that she's had. No one brings up Marco Garibaldi and Michael Edwards. You look at the interviews, no one ever brings it up. No one ever says to Priscilla, were you unfaithful? Was there a serious second divorce settlement that nearly bankrupted Graceland? How many different boyfriends did you have? No one ever asked the real questions. Did you betray Elvis? Did Elvis nearly go bankrupt because he gave you all his money? Did you know how sick and unwell Elvis was? Did you know that Elvis was seriously sick? Because even Priscilla doesn't give the impression that she thought Elvis was going to die. I personally think she did think he was going to die, because she was in contact with him regularly till 2 days before he passed. The whole thing is a big scam, a big con, and we ain't falling for it, and we're going to keep exposing it most days until someone starts to listen. We want the big companies, the news companies, we want them to take notice. We want the big social media sites to acknowledge that there was wrongdoing from Priscilla towards Elvis and Lisa and Riley and Finley and Harper. Because at the moment, everyone believes every word that Priscilla says. The public are still being fooled, are still very gullible, and they need to know the truth. And that is our job at defending Elvis Presley. Anyway, guys, I gotta go because I'm out for the day. There won't be another live, but what I may try and do is, when we're at the fair, I'll try and do a couple of little short lives today. When we're in Bath City today, celebrating Easter Sunday at the fair on Aurora's mum's birthday, I'll try and do a couple of little clips just to show you guys what we're doing and just to say Happy Easter to everyone. Okay, guys, you take care. Keep on defending.